Hello and welcome to Week in Review on Trust Television. Hope you're having a swell time. Compliment of the season to you. I am Martia Umar. In case you missed last week's update, here's an opportunity for you to catch up. We'll start from the Federal Capital Territory today on the review, where water supply in the Federal Capital Territory is not adequate enough to cover all district and satellite towns. One of such towns that experience water supply shortage is Gishiri. Residents of Gishiri, a suburb in the Federal Capital Territory, complain of water scarcity and increased price from water vendors. Trust TV's Nafisa Abdel Al visits the suburb to check on how residents cope with the situation.
This is Gishiri, a suburb in the FCT, just a trackable distance away from Metama district. This community lacks one of the most basic social amenities, water.
Really, we have been having that water challenges for a very long time for now. We always have the water just temporary. Like my house, I have a tap in my house, but it's not always that I see water. Sometimes it will take me 2-3 months before I will see water once in a while. But since it's a local vendor, I don't bother much. But from government, we are not achieving anything in this community. Primary health care, we don't have it. The only one primary health care we have here is not working. About 2 years ago, my wife lost her baby. Why? Because we don't have a standard medical care in this vicinity here. Where I went for antenatal and other things, we didn't get anything reasonable. So that's why I end up losing my child. Those are two things. Even the road, if you check as you are coming into this community, there's no road. In fact, I've been in this community for over 15 years, and I didn't see any government impact in this community. The only time we see them is when they are coming for election.
Yesterday, the last month for that Gishiri Road community, that 2 days no water. Because that road, that one motor wants to cut this pipe for this road.
So they just scratch all the pipes and then people have problem that time.
We don't usually get water during the daytime. They bring water at night when people have already gone to bed. And people are forced to buy water the next day from Mirua. And that is, I think that is very, very bad. People pay for water, they pay for something they cannot make use of. And aside that, we have too many challenges in this community. Again, our lights here, we share lights in the sense that some people will have today, others will not have. And the next day, they will bring for other people. And then we have to pay the same amount we have been paying.
This business is not an easy one. Because when there is water scarcity, we all suffer from it. We have to go to Mabushi and Jahi to fetch water. As a result, we have to increase the price of the water.
Apart from the obvious water scarcity, this community faces a whole lot of other challenges, such as epileptic power supply, hike in electricity tariff, bad roads, security challenges, and the overall filthy condition of the environment. Nafisa Abdel Al, Trust TV News, Abuja.
Now, with Christmas celebrated last week and the Yuletide comes with a lot of holidays. So in Nigeria, public holidays approved by the federal government for Nigerians to celebrate the Yuletide may have freed roads from the usual traffic gridlock in Abuja. But commercial vehicle drivers are not happy with low patronage during the period. Trust TV's Aisha Sadiu, however, reports that all the road users were happy with the free flow of traffic.
Most of the roads in the FCT are usually busy, especially on a weekday, where residents are always in a rush to their place of businesses and work. But the situation here in the popular Beggar Junction is different, as most residents have traveled home for the Yuletide.
The traffic situation today is more better. There's no traffic, everywhere is free. You can look on the road, no people, everybody have traveled, so the road is free. The road safety people, they are trying their best with the road marshal. We will not see VIO on the road, but the road marshals on the road, they are controlling the traffic. Like me, myself, I run from here to Maraba.
Christmas Eve. It were not because of the celebration on now. Hey, everywhere would have been jam-packed with traffic. But on a serious note, the celebration of this nature is always something that creates a very clear space on roads.
We will not have passengers to carry us into it will affect us with the transporters. we that drive on, we that run Abuja, we that run Abuja Fair, it will not favor us. It's only those ones that go interstate that to favor them.
The traffic situation now is more better than other days because we don't have much hold up on the road, and I appreciate the work of road safety, civil defense, and the road marshals. They are coordinating, they are controlling the traffic, like Maraba bus stop. They used to have a congestion there. This time, they are controlling that place. If you come, you go freely, no interruption on the road.
Now it is car that will stop you for this voluntary. You can't be struggling for car these days now. And so it's empty, it's not choking like before.
What about the cost of transportation?
The cost of transportation is lesser now. It's lesser because of there is no more passenger on the road. It's lesser.
The roads are obviously deserted because people are still on holidays. However, these drivers cannot wait to have them back just so business continues as usual. Aisha Salihu, Trust TV News, Abuja.
And now let's take a look at security, where Special Forces and Air Task Force of the Nigerian military on Sunday fought an onslaught at the School of Special Forces in Yobe. PR Nigeria reports that 7 insurgents were eliminated in a separate attack on civilians at Buniyadi, 53 kilometers from Damaturu. The report said that sector members stormed the town, targeted the school and community using cows as cover to avoid detection. But after sighting them, while the fighters succumbed to a lot of things that has to do with threat to insecurity. And the fighters succumbed to the superior firepower of the military in the process, and 7 of them were gunned down while 7 vehicles were destroyed. And the Christmas season is a time when most Christians celebrate a monumental event in their religion, the birth of Jesus Christ. This is usually accompanied by festivities that last for days, and that we witnessed last week, up until the New Year, which is seen as part of the Christmas festive season. Chijoke Okafor takes a look at celebrations across recreational centers 2 days after Christmas.
Red hearts, balloons, games, lots of food and drinks. This is the spirit of the Christmas season. Even days after 25th December, the festivities don't seem to be slowing down as people still converge in large numbers in parks and recreational centers to spend fun time with family and friends. Some say Christmas isn't just supposed to be celebrated in one day and forgotten. Instead, the love and togetherness that comes with the season should last longer than the actual day.
Unity is the most thing that people need at a time like this. We need to unite, we need to make friends, we need to love one another, because love is the only thing that brings people together.
Both the young and elderly, everyone shares in this special period in the lives of Christians, as it affords them the opportunity to take down barriers and connect on the same level. Through everyone's lives, the message remains the same: spreading love this season.
We are here to celebrate. This is the only time we really have time to come together. We meet friends, families that we have not met before. So I'm excited, I'm very happy.
The Christmas period comes with enormous advantages for vendors too, especially for people like John, who runs a POS stand. He says during times like this, he makes up to 4 times his usual earnings in a day.
To me, it's a boom to my own business. It's not like as usual, that is like other days. It's manageable. There's not much gain, no much profit in other days. But let me say from Thursday, Friday, Saturday to today, it's a boom for me. So everything is not just triple. Let me say it's 4 times the gain.
The festivities continue as most people look forward to the New Year's Day for another big celebration. Chijoke Okafor, Trust TV News, Abuja.
And at least 8 people were killed and many others injured by bandits who invaded several communities in Gusau local government area of Zamfara State last week. A report says unspecified number of women and children were abducted by bandits at different communities close to Gusau, the state capital. The affected communities are Geba, Sakwa, Gidankada, Gidankora, among others. Meanwhile, reacting to the report, the State Commissioner for Information, Ibrahim Dosara, however, admitted that the bandits attacked only one community and no death recorded from the attack, while 3 persons were injured and security operators have been deployed to the affected community to restore peace and order. Zamfara State Chapter of the All Progressives Congress, APC, loyal to the former governor of the state, Abdulaziz Yari, has distanced itself from the alleged invasion of the venue of the People's Democratic Party, PDP State Congress, describing the act as dastardly, undemocratic, uncivilized and barbaric in the 21st century. This is contained in a statement issued by the chairman of the Publicity Committee of the APC loyal to Yari, Ibrahim Magaji. The statement said the faction under its chairman, Lawal Liman, condemned the act and also called on the police to launch full-scale investigation into the incident to punish the perpetrators. Similarly, the APC loyal to Senator Kabiru Marafa described the attack as undemocratic against opposition. The party, in a statement issued by the publicity secretary of the faction, Bello Bakyusa, said it is on record that Senator Marafa is an advocate of rule of law and the principle of leave and let leave. From the testimonies of his accountable public engagement as a senator of the Republic of Nigeria and the leading figure of APC in Zamfara State. And in another development, at least 7 persons have reportedly lost their lives in a boat mishap in Zigiri local government, area of Niger State. The spokesman for Coalition of Shiroro Association, Sali Sabo, confirmed the incident, noting that the incident happened when the villagers were traveling to Naweto, a neighboring village in the hinterland, for a naming ceremony at about on Sunday. And according to report, those killed include a husband identified as Moazuba Bangida, 2 of his wives and his eldest son. Sabo attributed the construction of Zungeru Dam as a challenge for the people to travel between the 2 villages, adding that the corpse of one of the victims is yet to be recovered from the water since Sunday, and called on the Hydro Power Producing Areas Development Commission, HYPODEC, to, as a matter of urgency, provide safety measures. The Federal Capital Territory Administration, FCTA, says arrangements have been concluded to sanction owners of 435 uncompleted and abandoned structures in Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. This is contained in a statement signed by the FCTA Director, Land Administration, Adamu Hussaini. Hussaini said that ensuring adequate protection of lives and property in and around the 250 square kilometers of Abuja is priority, adding that the sanction may include revocation of titles and advise the owners of such abandoned and uncompleted buildings within the cities to swiftly work towards the completion of those buildings. According to him, such structures have become a source of security breach in the city, noting that the same fate may befall owners of about 600 undeveloped plots in the city, and emphasized that such undeveloped plots have remained an eyesore in Abuja in spite of huge insecurity that the country is going through right now. And on a sad note, a fire razed the headquarters of the Enugu State Broadcasting Service located at the Independence Layout and near Agric Bank Junction on Tuesday last week, destroying some parts of the building. The general manager of the station, Chukwuma Ogbonna, speaking to newsmen, lamented that the incident is reoccurring for the 2nd time this year. Although the cause of the fire is yet to be ascertained, the inferno is said to have completely destroyed the newsroom and presenter's office. He said if not for the timely response of the State Fire Service, the entire station would have been gutted by fire. You're watching Weekend Review on Trust Television. The news continues after the break. Stay with us.
Get latest updates on current topical issues and breaking news by downloading the Trust TV mobile app on your Android devices. Go online, click Google Play Store, search Trust TV, install the app, and get doses of unfiltered information on happenings all over the world in your pocket. Trust TV, documenting the Nigerian story.
Thank you for staying with us. You're still watching Week in Review on Trust Television. In case you miss our update during the week, this is an opportunity for you to catch up. But still in the news, following claims of the Minister of Nigeria's capital city dismissing videos on social media showing residents looting a superstore on fire, eyewitnesses have thrown their weight behind the claims, saying the videos were misleading. Some of them say they were on ground at the next cash and carry supermarket and claim no looting occurred during the fire incidents. Speaking to Trust TV in the nation's capital, Abuja, they say no item was carted away during the inferno.
There is no looting that occurred here. In fact, the goods were cordoned off, as you can see behind me, every hands on deck, using their own carts to help them secure what can be secured, and you can see it safe out there. This is commendable. Let's keep up this spirit. It is not in our character to continue to loot, and this is telling you that there is hope for Nigeria.
I will there up with about and like the four of us where they are up. Nobody of us they hold the this thing. We there only two where they hold the water. Other people they sign what they have for outside. I said nobody, if they test they look anything, they don't look anything. Some things where they look yesterday, they say there are some goods where the time where the fast start where they can't move. So what I already do what I got test. Some people say no, some people say what I see people they drink malt anyhow because of the way you see where malt yakpa now, you can enjoy yourself as you want. Everybody they drink them as you see them they turn them because it does a woof. That one only what I see where where people they take anyhow.
And during the week, bandits invade Wuchichiri area of Zaria local government where they abducted 2 residents. They also whisked away a number of car passengers in the bush. According to report, the bandits attacked the area around 10 p.m. on Tuesday night, attacking 2 residents identified as Nazifi and Shafiu, and also shot at a commercial car. The bandits carted away unspecified number of passengers in the vehicle, though no reports of death. Reports say this is the first time the bandits are coming through the eastern axis of the local council. Previous attacks were all recorded from the western axis of Zaria Dusang Abba ward. When contacted, Kaduna State Police Public Relations Officer Mohammed Jalige promised to verify the story. And the governor of Katsina State, Aminu Masai, says ban on telecommunication services in the remaining 7 affected local government areas will be lifted this January. The governor stated this during a media parley with journalists on Tuesday in Katsina. He advised people to defend their communities and also to give the security agencies all the necessary support, especially by providing them with correct information on criminals.
Compared 3 months before the shutdown and 3 months after the shutdown, we saw a remarkable reduction in terms of banditry attack, kidnapping for ransom, and even cattle rustling has reduced in some cases by more than half. You know, but it was a combination of many policies, not only shutting down on networks. We closed down some roads. We stopped filling station, especially in banditry affected areas. We also stopped some cattle markets. We took many measures, and the banning of motorcycles after 10 in the evening. We took many factors, and jointly with the operation of the law enforcement agencies, we saw some reductions.
And to health matters, death toll from Lassa fever in Nigeria from January 2021 has jumped to 92, with Bauchi and Ebonyi states recording new deaths. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC) stated this during the week in its latest situation report on the outbreak of the disease in the country. According to NCDC, week 50, which covered December 13 to 19, reviewed that 3 more deaths were reported in the week under review, with Bauchi reporting 2 new fatalities and Ebonyi recording 1 new death. The agency noted that a total of 190 new cases were suspected in 11 states and the Federal Capital Territory, but just 10 cases were confirmed in 4 states. Kaduna residents have expressed hope that the state government will lift the ban on the use of commercial and personal motorcycles after the 3-month ban elapsed on Thursday last week. The state government had on September 29 announced security measures to check banditry in the state by imposing the ban, including a 3-month shutdown of telecommunication in parts of the state, as well as allowing tricycle operations between 6 a.m. and 7 p.m. According to some residents, they are anxious for the government to lift the ban. In another development, the federal government's bond offer and allotment rose by 1.99 trillion naira in the first 6 months of this year to 13.66 trillion naira from the 11.67 trillion naira recorded in the corresponding period of last year. The Financial Markets Department of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, stated this in its half-year activity report for 2021. It attributed the rise to government's drive to fund a fiscal deficit from the domestic market, noting that in the review period, the bonds worth 900 billion naira is offered, while public subscription and sales stood at 1.73 trillion naira and 1.42 trillion naira respectively, with the amount offered comprising new issue and reopening of the FGN bonds. Police Commissioner in Zamfara State says that its tactical operatives have registered down a 20-year-old bandit who operates in Zurmi and Birni Magachi local government areas of Zamfara State. Police Commissioner Ayuba Elkana said that the bandit named Sani Mati, otherwise known as Yamata, is arrested while trying to kidnap commuters at Koliya village in the Zurmi area of the state. Police say that the recovered AK-47 rifle, double magazines with 3 rounds of live ammunition and boxing motorcycle from the bandit at Satimati, who belonged to the camp of bandit kingpin Bello Turji. The police command had confirmed that suspected bandits have killed 10 persons, including 10-year-old boy. District head at Gado community of Bungodu local government area of the state said this. Let's take a look.
Operatives deployed along Zurmi axis while on confidence building patrol acted on intelligent information that led to the arrest of a notorious bandit named Sani Mati, also known as Mayor Mata, at a village called Kolia, who earlier belonged to a Tutu camp, but now operating under a notorious bandit kingpin, Kachala Sani Black, who operates at Zurmi, Shinkafi, and Benimagadi axis respectively. He was arrested with his operational AK-47 rifle, double magazine with 3 rounds of live ammunition, and 1 boxer motorcycle, which he used for the operations. The suspect is currently undergoing discreet investigation aimed at arresting his partners in crime before being charged to court for prosecution. At the end of the investigation, vital information recovered from him will be made known to the press.
Security matters. The Boko Haram insurgency in the northeast, which is in its 12th year, has claimed over 37,000 lives and displaced about 2.2 million people. In the education sector, the uprising led to a reduction in the level of student enrollment, a rising record of poor academic performances, departure of academy staff, and destruction of facilities and obstruction of infrastructural development. But a lawyer found a way to give orphans of insurgency a place to thrive by setting up an institution of learning where everything is free.
When I was young, I saw my father died. Some bodies come into our house and kill him in my presence when I was young.
I came to Future Prowess when I was 4 years old. I lost my dad to this insurgency in 2009, and that was why I was brought to Future Prowess by my mom, because she can't afford to pay my school fees and that of my brother.
You have to be punctual.
These children take refuge in Future Prowess Islamic Foundation. It is a safe haven for the less privileged and children orphaned by the war waged by Boko Haram against Western education in Borno State, Nigeria.
And that's the much we can take on this week's edition of Week in Review on Trust Television. For more updates, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us across all our social media platforms. I am Martia Umar. Compliment of the season, and bye for now.